Oh yeah, what's up, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here, and of course it's not 7 yet, and usually we have the podcast starts at 7 o'clock, but it's approximately 6:40ish here in Los Angeles. What time is it? 6:31 here in Los Angeles, and it's early for two reasons. One, I wanted to start this early because my schedule is a little off, and I had to sit in here for Robert and Julio. And the second reason is because when I do the stuff, they're late, I'm early. It's the yin and the yang here. But hopefully you got this notification and you're on. Let me know how we sound, or I sound right now. Not literally, I mean like for me. Do I sound good for me? Because I always sound like poo poo, but for me, you know, you have to grade me on a curb. So we're going to do the Nerd Report podcast here. And like always, we're going to have you guys come in and bring up any subject you want. So get that subject, your subjects or your topics in the comments area. And hopefully this got blasted out. Is it public? Did you get a notification?
Yes.
All right. So everyone, like all 25,000 million subscribers have been notified about us being live right now. So I pulled out a few topics. As you see, the thumbnail is about Bill Maher, but we'll get to him in a second because he is the man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Bill Maher, and I'll tell you why. It's not good for him, though. So we're going to talk about a few things. And before I start, there's information in the right below the video where you could see what we're going to be talking about. And I want to remind everyone that I was on $3 Theater with Matt Jarbo today, and we talked about a few things, including the new Harry Potter, the Fantastic Beasts film, and what direction they should take it after the new one. And also, there's been released a Marvel timeline. So for all 20 movies or whatever it is, 300 movies they've released, they finally have a timeline, so everything makes sense. Because I know some films are based on different timelines, and you know, us geeks and nerds, we've been watching them and going, well, this doesn't make sense. If this happened here, how could this happen here? So now they kind of like try to put everything together there, and it's I don't know, it's some sort of book, but Matt and I talked about it a little bit, and we talked about the Crimes of Grindelwald. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. It's always a tongue twister for me. We have our program director, our producer, Grey Wolf Grayson, Lisa Grey Wolf Grayson. She's in the background correcting my grammar, my speech, and every time I say something moronic, she's gonna yell out and go, "It's not like that! It's not like that!" All right. So she's gonna be talking a lot, basically. We're also gonna be talking about Avengers 4, the new rumor about the trailer. We also have a new trailer for Deadpool, the PG-13 version, which is Deadpool 2. Once Upon a Time in Deadpool. That's the name of it. That's going to be hitting in December. We're going to talk about the couple of teasers that have been released for the Star Wars parks. The Galaxy Edge that's supposed to hit next summer over there at Disneyland and Disneyland Orlando. Disney Orlando, whatever they call it. We're going to talk about Infinity Wars. We're talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg and the CW's The Flash. So right now we have a few people up there. We have Lisa. You're watching, of course, right? Yeah. What's up? YouTube is already talking on the chat. So if you guys, once again, if you guys want to chime in and bring up a topic that I forget to bring up, go ahead. Feel free. Also, don't forget we have a cool review for. Well, I don't know how cool it is because I did it, but we have a review for Creed 2, which is set to open in theaters this Wednesday. And I'll give you a spoiler. I really liked it. So check that one out. Creed 2, Electric Boogaloo, starring Sylvester Sly Stallone. All right. So let's start off with our first topic today. It's if you guys haven't noticed or haven't hit haven't really been following the geek culture, the comic book culture, well, Bill Maher, the big mouth from HBO, kind of like downplayed Stan Lee's legacy by saying that all he was pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, you guys could read the entire quote, it's online, but I don't have it in front of me. But he said something to the effect that, Americans are mourning the death of Stan Lee. And he basically doesn't understand why, because to him, all Stan did was influence people to watch movies. And it actually dumbed down America. And it got us to vote for Trump somehow. So there you go. That was Bill Maher's analogy of Stan Lee's career and comics. And that, we adults need to grow up and do big boy stuff, because only boys read comics. He didn't even research the thing. He wanted to look cool and think, oh, you look, I'm putting down guys. I'm so awesome. But little does he know that, like, I think it's almost more than half of comic book readers are female nowadays. So he didn't research it. I don't know. I kind of don't blame him for that. He's pretty dumb. He's kind of like that dog, you have that. My friend told me about this. He goes, you can't really get mad at a dog when he sees you come home and he takes a crap on the rug, because he's a dog. He's happy to see you. He just takes a crap on the dog on the carpet, and you're like, well, I can't get mad at you because you're a dog. You don't know better. So that's Bill Maher, pretty much, right? Something like that. So you can't. Well, actually, you could get mad at him because he has a capability to research his stuff, right? Yeah. Well, the problem we give him so much importance also is because he has a huge platform. So he went on to express his feelings, and he also thinks that Americans should worry about more things like clean air and stuff like that, and the environment, which is cool. But there's got to be some time for escapism, I think, right? And also, I found a picture of him, because I'm not a big fan, but I found a few pictures of him on red carpets for events such as Family Guy and stuff. And I'm going to ask him right now, is like, what is he doing on a red carpet for Family Guy? Shouldn't he be worried about the environment? Right? Why does he do anything besides worry about the environment? Never mind that he gets paid millions of dollars to pretend he's worried about it. But anyways, that's one part of it. Bill Maher exposed for being ignorant, and upon further research of the situation, I had forgotten, because it's been a long time, that Bill Maher actually had a scene in Iron Man 3, and it was deleted because I guess it wasn't good enough for it wasn't good. It kind of sucked. You could actually watch it on YouTube if you do a search. So he's ragging on comic book culture, but he certainly is front and center to take the money, which is pretty hypocritical. But in a way, I kind of blame people who watch his show because we give them that platform. I don't, but the people that do. I may be wrong. But anyways, today, Stan Lee's POW Entertainment strikes back, and you could go on the realstanlee.com after you watch the show, of course, and see their open letter to Bill Maher. They pretty much tell him straight, and they kind of elaborate on the stuff that I said is that the problem with someone like Maher is that he has a big platform, and he reaches a lot of people, and a lot of people take his word for they don't take his word for granted. They take what he says serious. They've quoted him. I mean, my friends have done that before. So I'm not going to read the entire letter, but I encourage everyone to do it. But they ended up with a great Stan Lee quote from Spider-Man that is very relevant because, again, this guy has a huge platform. And the quote is, "With great power comes great responsibility." And there you go. They ended up with that. So Stan Lee's POW Entertainment strikes back. And I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool rebuttal there from POW on the realstanlee.com, which you could check out on the realstanlee.com after this. All right, so let's move on to something a little bit more positive. The big rumor that hits today, in my opinion, is that Avengers 4 will have some sort of teaser trailer ready for us to hit this Friday, Black Friday. All right, Black Friday, Avengers 4 rumored trailer will be hitting. And it's a good idea because I think a lot of consumers are going to be looking for those big deals online, and they're going to stumble across the the Avengers 4 teaser trailer. What's going to be in it? We don't know. I doubt there will be much because it's kind of too early, and no one wants to, they're not going to want to spoil it, basically. But they may give us something because I don't know. It's the first time we see anything Avengers 4, and if it's just too empty of a trailer, then people are going to be disappointed. So I think we may get something big. I think we'll get a glimpse of something. Definitely Thanos. I think Thanos is going to be like talking crap, and then the Avengers are going to come out. Of course, it's probably going to be the Avengers that survived, and because they're not going to let us know which ones didn't. So I'm expecting it to be kind of cool. So if you guys are looking forward to that, or you think it's a possibility, or is it too early for Avengers 4 trailer, let us know. Also, the Once Upon a Deadpool. I want to say Once Upon a Time in Deadpool, but Once Upon a Deadpool. The trailer hit this afternoon or this morning. It's basically Deadpool 2. For children, for PG-13 audience, I believe. And this trailer had Fred Savage. Now, it may be PG. I'm not sure if it's PG-13. I think it'll probably be PG. But apparently this is going to be a big deal because they actually filmed different scenes for it to add and stuff. So it should be something very interesting. Is a PG-13 Deadpool. What's funny is if you look at when the original Deadpool came out, and there were rumors it was going to be, before we knew for sure, or maybe even when it was confirmed, there was a petition to make a PG version of it, and we didn't get a PG version of the first one, but I think the reason is because the first one's like pretty nuts. I mean, you would have to edit an hour out to even make the movie coherent. And this one, since now they're going, Fox is going to Disney. They're spoofing the fact that Fox Marvel is not going to be no more. So they break the fourth wall and talk about that. It looks like a lot of fun. I don't know how much new stuff we're getting. What did I forget about? Princess Bride. It spoofs the Princess Bride. Yeah. Okay, so Lisa's saying that it spoofs the Princess Bride, the trailer does, and you like that part, right? Yeah. Because Fred Savage is in the Princess Bride. Okay, I have not seen that movie.
So that's where he's in his bedroom, and his grandfather, I believe, is telling him a story, but this time it's Deadpool.
Oh, so his grandfather in the movie is telling him a story, and this time it's Deadpool.
Yeah, it's Deadpool.
And he's tied up,
and
right?
He's older. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Cool. I think this is a way to kind of secretly stick it to Aquaman a little bit. I don't know why. Kind of like to compete at the box office in December, but there you go. Deadpool 2 is now Once Upon a Deadpool, and I'm not sure when that gets released, but I don't have that information in front of me. All right, on to Star Wars news, because Star Wars news is always awesome. The parks, as you know, are working on Galaxy's Edge, and it's set to be released or open up next summer, midsummer, and that's a tradition with Disney parks. I was a year pass holder for a while, and the tradition is they always come out with something new every summer. Summer being their prime time when everyone travels to California or Florida or whatever to go to Disney, because that's the place to go to, right? So if you ever go to the parks, on off seasons that are not Christmas or summer, I noticed that there's a lot. You'll miss out on a few things like rides and stuff. Like for example, if you they're getting into the Christmas time, but if you go maybe September ish, you'll notice that a lot of the rides are being remodeled, fixed. There's a lot of stuff that may be closed, but you won't have to worry about that if you're a year pass holder, because you can always go anytime you want. So, but every year in summer, that's their prime time, and they're going to be opening Galaxy's Edge, which I had the pleasure of actually going to see. The construction of it, not actually it complete. And I went in September. It's big. It is big. I had because it's been a long time since I've been to Disneyland. It is huge, man. I mean, it looks like they're building another Disneyland. This is not like a section like Tomorrowland or anything. This is like 25% or more of the size of Disneyland, from what I could tell, right? Because they have it all fenced up and everything. But it is huge, like ridiculously. So I'm expecting the tickets to go up, but there goes my money, right? So the two teasers, and there's actually three, because there's new music with John Williams, which they played. Okay, so let's start with the first teaser, and I don't remember if they had a name for it, but the first teaser I saw was inside a First Order ship. So it's set in the era of the First Order, which is mostly, it looks like the Force Awakens on, right? So you're inside a First Order ship, and there's the new stormtroopers walking around, and you see Imperial officers, and then the alarm sounds like the warning alarm, and they look out of the cockpit or the window, and bam, resistance fighters come out of hyperspace, and they start blasting, and the Empire, the First Order is scared, man. So, but yeah, it looks badass. That looks badass, but my only issue is that it's really short. So, but I really want to see that in a movie. I love, although we saw it in Rogue One a little bit, where the good guys are, the rebels came out of hyperspace to attack the Empire, which was like probably the highlight of the movie for me. They do this in the Galaxy's Edge teaser. So I don't know how the ride's going to be, if we're going to be inside the First Order ship, or is this going to be a simulator, where you sit down like Star Tours or whatnot. I don't know how it's going to be, but that looks badass, whatever it was, and I want to see it in a movie. I want to see the Empire get their ass kicked as the Resistance come out of hyperdrive. One thing in the Star Wars movies lately, I haven't seen, even maybe since the end of the original series, I haven't really seen a space battle that's been like super epic. I mean, I think the closest was Rogue One. So, but yeah, nothing's topped. Maybe it has something to do with using real models and not CG. So the other teaser placed you inside the Millennium Falcon, and that one I think is going to be like more from inside the life-size Millennium Falcon, which they built. They built. You can see pictures on the internet, and I think what's going to happen there, that's going to be kind of like a simulator, like Star Tours, but super intense. So yeah, you're inside the Millennium Falcon, the cockpit, and you're getting ready to go into hyperspace, and boom, you blast off, and that looks awesome. I'm all about that. So that's the other thing. And then the John Williams score. They show John Williams. I think it's John Williams, although he looks much younger here. But it's a bald guy. It's got to be John Williams. It's a new score. John Williams did a new score for the park. And hey, this is a really good score, okay? And basically they're showing people constructing. It's like a mini music video, right? And they're basically showing people constructing the park and stuff, and working hard to get get it done by summer or whatnot. So you see the Millennium Falcon, you see like the huge buildings and stuff. So it's pretty cool, pretty damn cool. So look, quick reminder, if you want to talk about anything, go ahead and add it to the comments. I will be finishing up these subjects, and then we'll get to your comments. If there's no comments, we'll be just finishing up. Okay. But anyways, whoever's on, I want to thank you. Make sure to subscribe and press that like button now. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. On to Infinity War. We talked a little earlier about Avengers 4 possibly getting a trailer this Friday, which is, I think is very possible. Maybe more of a teaser trailer where we go, oh man, we wanted more, right? But it looks like for Christmas, Netflix will be streaming Infinity War. So I know people get excited about that. I don't, because I have the Blu-ray, so I can put it in, anytime I want. So I know people like to stream it. I guess there's some sort of convenience to streaming. I haven't really hit that. It's exciting to know that your favorite movies are on Netflix, so you can just be scrolling and then boom, just put it on. I guess that opens it up for mobile applications and stuff like that if you're sporting Netflix. But yeah, Infinity War looks like it's going to be hitting Netflix. No, not. I know people are confused, asking, "Yo, well, what about Disney Plus, which is the Disney platform?" And of course, Disney owns Marvel and Fox and Pixar and Lucasfilm and maybe this studio. So who knows? But yeah, so that's not going to be happening till next year. So it makes sense that Infinity War will be on Netflix. All these big companies, at the end of the day, they work together, so no big deal. The other news today, Snoop Doggy Dogg got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it was packed over there. I saw a few pictures. Snoop Dogg is a legend of hip hop music and pot. So there you go. It must have smelled interesting over there. But anyways, Snoop Dogg gets his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It was a packed house. If you were there, let us know in the comments. I didn't know till later as I was looking at all the pictures the pictures that were posted on the internet. It looked like a lot of fun to see Snoop Dogg. And if you've ever seen Snoop Dogg in person, it doesn't matter that it was crowded. I'll bet you he was taller than everyone. So you probably got a good view either way. And then here, our last topic, and then we're going to see what's up in the chat, if there's any chat, because I haven't looked. I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm looking at my notes. So the 100th episode of The Flash is about to hit, and there's been several images released online celebrating that. So in case you guys don't know, usually 100 episodes means means a show. First of all, it means the show's a success. So that's done. And number two, and I don't know if this is still the case, 100 episodes means, the camera took a dump right here. 100 episodes means syndication. And if you're syndicated, you are making money for like ever, okay? Because you get a cut out of the syndication. So The Flash getting its 100th episode. We are big fans of The Flash. We love the show. This season's been a little off. Last episode was awesome. So there you go. A lot of people did not think the Flash could make it on a regular show on a weekly basis, but it definitely has. It has a lot of likable characters. They're working on a crossover. What's the crossover called? The Elseworld crossover is going to hit in December. It's going to put all most of the CW shows together. Maybe we'll get some surprises and get a Black Lightning in there. I don't know. They say the Black Lightning is not part of it, but Batgirl's going to be in it, which is supposed to spawn a Batgirl a TV show. That's if you like it. She looks great. I will tell you this so far. The only problem I'm having with the Elseworld thing is that the actors and the CW, they're spoiling the hell out of it. I want to watch it. I've already seen stuff that's too cool that I would have loved to have seen during the show, not on a social media post or whatnot. But I guess they're excited too, and they need to promote their stuff, so people watch. But I feel like this season they've concentrated more on the Elseworld show than any other time. Maybe it's just me, but there's a lot of promotion for it. So there you go. Let me see what's up with the comment section. There seems to be not very many people, but hey, I think the thing is that people are getting ready for Thanksgiving. They're traveling and stuff. So all good in the hood. Let me go with this. All right. Comment section. What's up? YouTube's in the house. Thank you very much. Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. Rocky. How have I not seen The Princess Bride? So good. Classic. Well, you know what? I think I have, but it was such a long time ago that I don't remember. I know Andre the Giant, right? And stuff. So I do. I just don't want to say I know the movie too much, because I know this thing is regarded as a classic, and a lot of people hold it very close to their heart because it's something they always talk about. The Princess Bride is always brought up, and it's like what for me, Star Wars or Indiana Jones or whatever. So I don't feel worthy enough to say I've seen it when I don't remember it, because I don't want to trick the audience. You know what I mean? So I do remember Under the Giant's in there. What's it called? The main actor is from Nightmare Before Christmas. You know what? Nightmare Before Christmas? Well, if you guys know, I forgot his name. But yeah, see, there you go. I don't know it good enough to say, hey, I remember it. So just out of respect. Let me see what else we have. New to Toy Story 4 trailer looks interesting. I don't know what direction they're going, but it does look very interesting. What's up, Grim Nation? How are you? So like I thought, very slow on the chats. But the good thing is our videos are doing very well. So you guys go and check that out. And after this feed right now, which we're going to sign off for now, the Nerd Report podcast here on Monday. Every Monday you could check us out. There'll be something up. But we also have videos on the channel you guys could watch right now or after we sign off, including a Creed 2 non-spoiler review. So you won't get that spoiled, but in my opinion, any review will spoil you a little bit. So if you want to be like, any review is spoilerish in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people that post their reviews and they say no spoilers, but it's like knowing that the movie's good or not is a spoiler. Seeing a picture of the movie is a spoiler. So that's my opinion. So it depends what level of spoilerish or what do you consider a spoiler. I know some people that have gone into movies they or franchises that they really love, not knowing anything, what it looks like, who's in it, what the name is. So it all depends what you think. But anywho, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. This has been the Nerd Report podcast right before Thanksgiving. Till our next video, we'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving with their friends and family. Nerd out.